a case of criminal conspiracy and armed robbery by one chance. It's a follow up on the interview the first PPRO conducted on the 12th of April 2024. We didn't relent in our hours, and as a follow up, we arrested a young man seated next to me, that's Chukudi, and Okeke in somewhere around Suleja. Chukudi has been in our wanted list. One of the suspects indicted him, and he told the police and in his useful statements that he has been into this one chance armed robbery for the past 22 years. He's an expert in it, and so many persons has fallen victim to their activities. And his arrest led us to the arrest of Mr. Okeke here, and some of the syndicates who got wind of the police arrest took to flight and probably left Abuja. And a suspect who's also in our wanted list, and as he has mentioned earlier, one Awolu, who specialize in collecting these phones, robbed phones from them, altered the identity, that is the IMEI identification, and same have been taken to Niger for onward sales to probably member of unsuspecting member of the public.
Tell us your name.
My name is Chukwu Mbachukwu.
Mr. Umbachuku, how old are you?
47 years.
Where are you from?
I'm from Enugu State.
Where do you live?
I live Madala, Niger State.
What do you do for a living?
One chance business.
When were you introduced to the business?
About 2002, 10.
Do you have a family?
Yes, sir.
How many wives do you have?
I'm with one now. Currently now. I have 8 children.
8 children.
Yes, sir.
Are they members of your gang? The children, your wife?
No, sir.
Is any member of your family member of your gang?
No, sir.
Tell us how you operate.
When we see a vehicle that's traveling,
Okay.
so put the bag in the boot, we from the back boot there, come out the bag, search. So see money there, we come out it. That's how we operate.
Can you give like a rough estimate of the number of operations you have done within this period? Within 2002 to date?
Well, I can't know the actual number.
In a week, how many operations do you conduct?
In a week, sometimes I go work 2 times, especially on weekend.
How much do you make on the average?
200,000, 300.
When you make the money, how do you go about it?
Straight among each other.
What about the remaining people?
No, the one of
This man beside you is out of
yes, sir.
how many people else?
We have extra 3 people, sir.
Like, since when have you known this man too?
It's not quite long.
The things that you steal, sometimes you don't find money. What else? Do you pick people's valuables?
His answer was that one, I have the buyer.
Where do you sell it to? Where do you?
It's one Mr. Wolo.
Where does it stay?
He stays in Suleja.
You sell phones, and he knows that the phones are selling phones.
Yes, sir.
How much do you make from those phones?
135,000.
How many phones?
There were 7 phones.
What kind of phones are they?
It's Infinite and Techno.
Explain to us how you carry out your operation.
And the way we do it is that when you are traveling, let us say you have a bag, small one and big one. Maybe that big one will be things like clothes. Maybe that small one where you have money, you have it in your hand. So we always there 5. One person will be in the front, which is my member. I myself am the driver.
You are the driver.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So when the man now enter, he have the purse in his hand. When we are about to lock the door, the person will shout that he hit him the door in his hand. So when he process to open it, the door, because one of them have already pinned the door will not open. That's when I will not, I myself will collect the bag, pass it to those people in the bag, open it, and remove it, the money. So if you lock it with key, you use bio to open it. That will finish, we zip it back.
How do you go about this and your victims don't even know anything?
They would do it, you don't know anything.
Where are the places that you have operated? Where's your usual route?
But since 2 years now, I will not be operating in Abuja. I base in the east because of the security in Abuja. That's why I work based in the east.
What do you mean because of the security in Abuja?
The way the police are working in Abuja. That's why I have to channel my operation in the east.
You now run to the east.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where specifically, which states in the east do you operate?
Like Enugu, Ebonyi, and some part of Abia State, Anambra.
When you were in Abuja, when you used to operate in Abuja, where exactly were the places?
Who said to me that bank hour? That's how I operate.
Have you ever been arrested
Yes, sir.
by the police?
By the police.
Where and where?
I was arrested in Abuja here.
When was that?
I can't remember the year. That was in Wuse Zone 3 Division. Wuse Division. I was
Okay.
arrested and also in Suleja and in Calabar crossing.
Okay. In these places that you were arrested in Abuja twice,
Yes, and once that Wuse
who say
and that the other one is in Suleja.
Suleja, Niger State. Okay. When were you arrested in Suleja?
That was, I think, either 2002 or 2003.
Around the time you started the business.
Yes, sir. But then I was working under somebody.
Okay. So, how come you've been arrested and you are out here again? What happened? Those periods you were arrested, what happened? Were you charged to court?
I just to court.
Okay.
Just Suleja, which I spent a year and 7 months in prison.
In the prison.
Yes, in Abuja, and it also charged me to court.
The 1 year and 7 months you said, was it, were you sentenced?
No, sir.
Okay.
I was in the remand.
Okay, you were awaiting trial.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, have you ever been sentenced?
No, sir.
You want to tell me about the Calabar arrest?
Yes, they also arrested me in crossing of Calabar.
Okay.
And charged me to court also.
For the same one chance?
Yes, sir.
So what happened? Why are you outside?
If
When was that?
I'm not mistaken, I think it's 2020.
Okay.
So they charged me to court. And I went to prison. I spent like 3 weeks. Came back to Abuja. So from there, going to the court is too far from me. So the shorty now tell me, because I attended the court 3 times, now tell me that what I will do. You can see that I'm living far. Let me bring money so that you can sort it out with the court, which I pay 800,000.
Okay. You pay. Who is that your shorty?
They are paid to the shorty.
Is he a judicial officer?
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not shorty. It's all these shorty that they work in the standing court. They
That's
charge them
standing.
bail. Yeah.
Okay. So when he paid the 800,000 naira,
Yes, sir.
what now happened?
So that's how the case died.
How did he die? What do you mean he died?
The day of the court, when I called him, he said it's over. He have sorted it out.
Mm.
That's it. He said that time he didn't call me.
And that was 2020.
Yes.
Okay. Since 2020, since you came out, you continued the crime.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where did you continue operating?
After I come out of that 2020, I worked in the Kaduna once before. After I come out, COVID-19 came, no work. COVID-19 came, so no work. So I stayed for after some COVID-19, I go to the Canada, from Canada, I go back to the East.
Okay. What kind of vehicle do you use to perpetrate this act?
I use God train.
Golf 3.
Yes, sir.
Since when have you been using the Golf 3?
I use that God train. I put it, I think, after that COVID-19.
after COVID-19.
Yes.
Where did you get the money from?
I get it through the one chance.
You had savings before you were arrested.
Yes, sir.
I know that a couple of times you must have been, maybe your victims must have maybe picked your vehicle plate number or something so they can report you to the police.
Yeah.
How have you been able to evade the police?
Actually, I have up to 3 to 4 plate number. When I discover that you pick my number, I go out for your location.
Can you speak up, please?
When I discover that you pick my number, when I go out for a location, I change the number.
Where did you get those plate numbers from?
One is my car that has an accident. The other one is for the car that goes to Lagos number. I have those number is mine. No one is another person's name.
You registered all in your name,
Yes.
or on which vehicles?
The other one I registered it with my Vento with the accident. That cross river. Vento had an accident. I removed the number.
You had an accident during the one chance?
No, no. I'm away coming Abuja.
Okay.
I had an accident in Kogi State.
Okay.
So I removed the number. I said the car like that. I removed the number.
Okay.
So that's how I got the number.
What's your name?
No, it's Chukuma.
Chukuma.
Okay.
Mr. Chukuma. What do you do for a living? Where are you from? You're from Ebonyi State. Where do you live? Niger State. How did you meet this man, Mr. Chukuma? Hmm?
When I was serving my brother,
When you were serving your brother, what work?
I said my electrical person.
Electrical parts. Okay. So that was the big, you were doing business.
Yes, sir.
With what you said you were once a businessman. So what did you start doing after leaving business?
And I met him as last 2 years. After my business round up, and I met him as last 2 years.
You met Mr. Chukwudi. Chukwudi.
Yes. That's when I joined him for one chance.
How did you join him? How did he bring you into the business? Into
I met him that I don't have anything doing right now. So that we help me out. You understand? So now take me around. We started working, sir.
the started working?
It's me, sir.
Can you narrate to us how your role and how you carry out your role in your operations?
The first time I met him, and that took me out. So there is somebody traveling. There is somebody traveling, which I was in the side of the motor like this. The person now put his luggage at the back. And I see somebody putting the back seat like this. And I draw the pin out. And I remove the victim's bag. And now open the zip and remove some money there. And zip it back. Return it to back.
What was your own role in the syndicate?
My own role is to cover the seat, the extra seat. We used to get 3 extra.
Okay. Within the space of 2 years that you have known Mr. Chukwudi and that you have been working with him, living this life of crime, how many victims can you maybe reasonably estimate that you have stolen from?
I normally when I travel with him at Enugu, we get up to 6 to 7 phones and some money. So I can't remember
The number of victims. Do you have children? Do you have wives? How many wives do you have?
only one.
One. How can you advise your wife and your children to avoid people who do your kind of work? If maybe they are traveling, they want to go out, and you know that they could fall victim of people like you. So how will you advise them? Look into the camera, advise your wife, your children, how they will avoid people like you.
We advise her that if she wanted to enter them, let she go to the park, enter much. Because normally, no chance is everywhere. It's not every people.
Speaker.
It's not only in Abuja here. When some people that we meet in Enugu, there's still a group of people, one chance. So whenever they want to enter, want to let them go to park, to join the women vehicles.
Is it the one chance is usually cheaper than the vehicles at the park?
No, no, sir.
Still the same amount.
Oh, the one chance they will calculate any amount to they are looking to collect something from you. Not so it's not that you lesser than sir. Whether they need to collect your money or your phone. If there is, they used to enter to park 8 or 7,000 from here to east.
Mm.
If you price one chance 4, 5 or 5,000, they will tell you to enter.
Thank you. Mr. Chukwuka, you want to advise them on how to avoid people like you when they are traveling.
My advice to them, just like what my partner in crime said, is to go to the park, try to be safe. Because when a bit of one chance, when you by the roadside, you can fall a bit of one chance. Sometimes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Chance robbery case that was previously presented during our press briefing on the 12th of April 2024. Chukwudi, with 22 years of experience in one chance robbery, has demonstrated a mastery of deceptive tactics used in these criminal activities. Both Chukwudi and Okeke were identified as persons of interest following interrogations of previous one-chance suspects. Their criminal activities came, and then when the diligent operatives of Force Intelligence Department RT successfully apprehended them in Suleja. The suspects will provide insight into their operations and shed light on their involvement in this criminal enterprise. I want them to demonstrate to you how they carry out their various operations. Chukwudi, how old are you?
I'm 47.
You are 47 years.
Yes, sir.
Where are you from?
I'm from Enugu State,
Where in Enugu?
and I'm the local government.
When did you come to Abuja to reside?
I came to Abuja 1990.
1990.
Yes, sir.
By my record, you have been involved, you have been carrying out this operation for the past 22 years, one chance. Why?
I'm not still on it, not all the time. Sometimes I do a bit.
Well, you started 22 years ago.
Yeah.
You are not so consistent, but you started 22 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Why did you venture into that business, that criminal business?
It's a friend who introduced me to.
A friend introduced you to,
Yes.
what's the name of that your friend?
One Mr. Diruba late.
Late.
Yes.
Okay. Are you married?
Yes, sir.
How many kids?
8.
8. How many wives?
I have 3 wives, but they are not with me.
You have 3 wives that are not with you.
There is only one with me.
Is that one?
Only one with me.
Only one with you.
Yes, sir.
Is she aware you are into this business?
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Is he aware you are with us here in our 5-star hotel?
Yes, sir.
She's aware.
Yes, sir.
How is she feeling now?
She feel bad about that.
Feeling bad.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did you know Okeke, the second man?
Okay, it's a friend.
He's a friend.
Yes, sir.
Who you introduced him to the business, or how did you come?
I could listen to the business.
You introduced him to this business.
Yes, sir.
For how long has it been helping you to carry out your operations?
It's been since 2018 or 19.
2018
Or 19.
or 2018 or 19?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which state are you from?
I'm from Ebonyi State.
Ebonyi State. Where in Ebonyi?
I'm Chalo government. My village is Isusu.
Itusu. When did you come to Abuja?
I came to Abuja when I was very small.
How many years ago?
Something 13 years ago.
20 something years. When you are very small. And how old are you now?
41 years.
41. So you are not very small. So you should be around 20 something. When you came to Abuja, you are 20 something year old.
I was 28 years old.
So you are 40 what now?
41 years.
Why did you join Chukwudi in this business?
So I was doing business, but at the time, my business collapsed. So I met him as a friend. He introduced me to One Chance.
One Chance.
Yes, sir. And I never worked with more than 1 year.
You never worked with him more than 1 year. So you started last year with him. 2023.
2022, sir.
It's more than a year now. This is 2024.
We didn't work even last year.
You didn't work last year.
We worked with him last year.
With him last year.
Yes, sir.
What do you really do for what's your job?
My job, I was in provision and hot drinks.
Provision
And hot drinks, sir.
all drinks. Where?
At Tunga Magic.
Okay. Chukwudi, what do you do? Your own means of livelihood? What's your real job?
I'm a radio mechanic.
Radio mechanic.
Yes, sir.
Where's your shop?
In Babalada.
Gwagwalada.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think people in Gwagwalada, you can see him. This is Chukwudi. They repair radio. The same time they do One Chance. Can you guys tell us how you carry out your operations so that Nigerians can know and your modus operandi, and Nigerians can know how to be careful, how to avoid falling victim of your operations and the activities of your colleagues who are yet to be captured by the police, because I know many of them are still out there. So tell us and tell Nigerians, educate us how you carry out your operations so that you can be careful.
Yeah, we do be 5 in number. So when we are traveling, have a luggage like this, we put it in the boot. No matter how we lock it, just
You are the owner of this bag.
yeah. It's for demonstration, sir.
Okay, for demonstration.
Yeah. When you put it in the boot, we bring it out from the boot. Put it just like as you lock it now, we open it. That's the only thing we use. We don't use just like this one now. After searching what you need, we lock it.
So you just open the bag to steal people's property,
Yes, sir.
and that is all.
That's all.
You don't intimidate.
No,
You don't use any harm.
we don't even know that we.
Then how do you get your target? How do you get your target, the victims? How?
By the
Roadside.
when you are traveling, if you are traveling by the roadside, you see that just like this one now, when you lock it, we notice that there's a important thing, like available like money is inside. That's why you put it in.
So in most cases, you always look for those that are looking for free rides or looking for
No, some people doesn't like to go to park.
okay. So those that stand by the roadside to board vehicles.
Yes, sir.
Now they hear.
Yes, sir.
We don't dey talk am since. Now we are saying it again. You can see another case. We need to learn from people's mistakes. Go and patronize registered parks and garages. Every city in Nigeria has a registered, a known park. Endeavor to patronize registered and known commercial vehicles. Stop standing by the roadside. You lose more when you do that, and you are vulnerable to people like this. Let us always patronize our registered parks and garages. You have heard from the horse's mouth, particularly Chukwudi and Okeke. People like you, those are the people they look for. And you can see the tactic. They open your bag, they rob you, and they allow you to go. It doesn't take much time. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, the operation is over. That's why we call it one chance. One chance. Incidentally, I've just been informed again that he was in IRT Suleja's cell when this IRT was there then. He was in that cell 22 years ago. He was arrested by the same DC IRT who has arrested him again for another offense. Was it for one chance that time too? The same one chance. Maybe you should name Chukwudi OC one chance.
You all laugh.
Were you in court before?
Yes, sir.
What was your sentence? What was the judgment?
Take us to prison.
Pardon?
They take us to prison.
How many years or what's the period you spent in the prison?
I spent a year.
What was the judgment pronounced? How many years?
No, they do not sentence us.
How did you leave the prison?
We are waiting trials.
So who set you free?
It's the judge.
How?
By granting us bail by bringing shortly. They do not sentence us.
And they didn't complete the case.
We complete the case.
And what is the judgment?
He's free. That's
They freed you.
Yes, sir.
Then why did you leave Abuja? When you were freed, you left Abuja.
Yes, sir.
Why did you leave and where did you go to?
I travel to East.
To go and do what?
When they discharge me there, I go back to my workshop in Babarada. So for some years, things is not going well. I'm not traveling to East.
To go and do what in the East?
Carry on this.
The same operation. The same business.
Yes, sir.
Where in the East?
Is Anambra, between Anambra, Enugu, and
Anambarian people in the Anambra. You can see again, though. He went to Anambra, Enugu Aziz, continued the operation of one chance, and is back in Abuja again. One chance. Are you not back?
No.
So where are you now?
I doesn't work in Abuja because of the securities. That's what I told you.
The security in Abuja is tight.
Yes, sir.
It's not easy for you to operate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anywhere you operate, we will get you. I always say you can only run, you cannot hide. Anyway, gentlemen of the press, that is the story of Chukwudi and Okeke. And we need to learn from this. You will notice that every time we have press briefing, we have cases of one chance. Despite the fact that we want our people, we want Nigerians to desist from certain actions, we still go ahead to do some of these things. Stop standing by the roadside to board vehicles. It could be dangerous. Please patronize registered parks and garages.